Good morning, everyone. Just thought I'd come down and show you how the goats are going this morning. Now, as much as adding the extra, I've actually added an electric poultry net to the system at the moment because I only have one goat net, and haven't got the poultry in the net at the moment. So I've added the poultry net to the goats' paddock so that they've got a little bit more area to have fresh grass so they can get off their manure, and so that they can manure and fertilise the other larger areas of the paddock, but still be able to get back to their shelter. So yeah, the only problem with this is now means that the solar energizer is not hitting as hard, because this is grounding out in a few spots on the grass because the grass has gotten a little bit long. And I could actually go around with the whippersnipper and fix that up, or line trimmer I think it's called in other places. So it means instead of it hitting at an 8 kilowatt, it's only hitting at 3.5 I think at the moment. 3.8. There you go. So it's at 3.8 kilowatts, whereas it was sitting at 8 or 7.8 kilowatts before. But they've got a lot more area to be able to get fresh feed, so they won't have to eat as much lucerne, and they'll be fertilising more of the paddock, which means more of it will grow back quicker and better and in a lot better condition. So you can see, you did find a mushroom. That might actually be a mushroom too, I'm not sure. We'll give it to the chickens. So it'll help to speed the recovery of this paddock so that it's more drought resilient. So you can, I'm not sure if you can see it. I'm not sure if I can get the video in such a way that you can actually see the difference in height with the grass. I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but there is a good inch extra growth on that grass where the goats have been to that grass where the goats have not been. So it would be better if I could move cows or anything around in here really, and cows would be considerably easier because I can keep them in with one single strand of electric net, and I also don't need to worry about wild dogs and foxes getting them. Whereas goats, I need to be careful with the kids. Hang on. So the goats have got to be in the electric net at least while they've got the small kids. So with Faith and Hope and a Bendigo, they really need to be in the nets just to protect them from wild dogs and foxes. Although a wild dog will actually take out a goat as well. So I'm a little bit concerned about having these guys around where the wild dogs and foxes are. So I really need to eventually make it so that the wild dogs and the foxes can't get through the fences. Although foxes can get through just about anything. They don't need a lot of space. Like if that fence was just wire, then a fox would get through it without blinking an eyelid. It wouldn't have a problem with that at all. But as it is electric, then the foxes generally don't go through it as much. Although I have had some problems in the past, but yeah. Okay, you've taken the mushroom apart.
And I put it in my hand.
How about you just drop it on the ground, buddy, because it might not be good for you. Just don't play with mushrooms, please. Don't pick them. You need to go wash your hands. See, that's basically the update for today. I'm going to go wash a little man's hands after playing with the mushroom. Probably should have thought of that a little bit quicker. So I should probably wash my hands too. It's all good. My mushroom identification ability is not that great. One of these days I'll get around to doing a course so that I can identify mushrooms. And he's oohing at the goat pooping. Don't touch the fence. The fence is on, remember? Yes, Laura pooed. So it's going to be really interesting to watch the paddock and how it recovers. Most of it at the moment has been pretty much laying fallow for about 9 months. So nothing's been happening to it. There's been no grazing on it other than where I've had the goats. So it's had a nice chance to rest. It's just coming into the growing season now that we've had some rain. It'll be really interesting to see how the bits recover where I've had the goats. This part will probably take a bit longer, and so will that section over there, just because it's got too much. I had the goats in the spot for too long. I really should have moved them a lot earlier, but because the ground was so hard, it made it very difficult to move them. Davey was the only one I was able to move easily because he was on a chain, and I was just moving him up and down the fence line. So you can actually see how well the grass is growing over in the driveway where Davey has been being moved along. It's not all growing back really well, but that section over there is doing incredibly well. So yes. Anyway, you have a great day. Bless you.